Evening, everybody. We will get started very shortly. Okay. Okay. Looks like I'm all good to go. Okay, to Kelvin, to quiet. Raise your right hand and recite the tenets. Shijok, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit. And recite the oath. Shijok, I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I shall respect the instructor and seniors. I shall never misuse Taekwondo. I shall be a champion of freedom and justice. I shall build a more peaceful world. Bottle. Okay. I'm hoping that the government increase our numbers restrictions quickly and we can get back into the dojang next week. But in the meantime, this week we'll be in lockdown like this. Luca and Kate, tomorrow's class, you might want to try the 6 o'clock class rather than the 5 o'clock class. That'll be good for you. Otherwise, let's get started. Rotating your wrists. Change direction. I can't remember, Luca and Kate, whether you normally do the 6 o'clock class or the 5 o'clock class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Elbows. But we'll be going through lots of white belt stuff today because we've got lots of white belts in the class. Tiffany and Tiffany, you guys should be doing the 6 o'clock class too. Change direction on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And torso. Left ankle. So we've got a lot of white belts in the class today, so we'll do a lot of work on white belt stuff today. Change direction. Change foot. Change direction. And hands on knees, going down and back and down and back. Circling your legs outwards. Hands up, guard your brain. Toby, if you could add your family name or your last initial to your name on the screen, that would be really helpful. Thank you, because Mrs. B is taking attendance and she doesn't know everybody. Legs inwards.
Excuse me, I didn't quite get that, sir.
It wasn't for you, Toby. Oh, sorry, other Toby. Yes, sorry, Toby. Yes, we've got two Tobys on the screen. Toby T, that wasn't for you, that was for Toby B. Thank you, Toby B. And circling your hips. Hopefully by the end of this class, A lot of you new guys will be really comfortable with a lot of material when we get back in. And change direction. Good. Just give yourself a little shake, little jumps. Okay, we're going to start right at the beginning today. So first up, a reminder about your attention stance. Remember, put your heels together and your toes are apart 45 degrees. So it's a bit like this. Not like this, just like this. Okay, so do that with your feet. And then your hands are by your sides with your palms towards you. And then when we bow, we only bend a little bit at the waist and keep our eyes forwards. Okay, so ready? This is turi up. And then we go, kiome, takwan. And we say takwan when we bow to a person. That's it. Now, if I'm stepping into parallel ready stance, I straighten up my left foot. I'm mirroring you. I'm used to doing this the other way. Where are we? I straighten up my right foot and step my left foot out. Okay? So always pivoting on the balls of your feet. We always pivot on this bit here. So straighten up your right foot, send your left foot out. And this is parallel ready stance with the hands in front of you, your fists in front of you here. Just relaxed. So everyone make this position, parallel ready stance, junbi. When we change back to attention stance, we have to angle that right foot and step the left foot in towards it. So we're always pivoting on the balls of the feet, never pivoting on the heels, okay? And parallel ready stance, junbi. Because our feet are straight for the stance. They're one shoulder width apart, just under the shoulders. Now from here, we've got somebody else to let in. We're going to do parallel stance punch. So bring your left hand up, arm out nice and straight at the height of your shoulder, and bring your right hand right onto the side of your hip. Okay, now I'm just giving you different angles so you can see clearly what we're doing. I'm going to face you. Now from here, when we punch, we're just going to change hands, tighten our tummy muscles and breathe out. Go. 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 Good, that's excellent. Now one little addition we're going to make to that is a couple actually. The first one, we're going to change it from one movement into 3 movements. The first movement we're going to relax like this. Relax. Then we're going to pull back to our hip again and extend this hand out and then punch. So we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try that. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 are only little movements. Little bitty movements. Tiffany, make sure you're punching to the center. Get your shoulders straight. Okay, so not angling the shoulders. Keep the shoulders nice and straight. This way. Tighten your muscles and tighten your tummy right at the end of your punch. Breathe out nice and sharply at the end of the punch. Okay, good. So a little bit of a refresher for a lot of you here. Now the other thing that we want to add to that same motion is on 2, we're going to come up onto the balls of our feet a bit. Just lift our heels off the ground a little bit. So we go 1, 2, we rise up. And then we drop down and punch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. 1, 2, 3. This is parallel stance punch. So we're doing this to relax the body and drop our weight into the punch. So everything's the height of the shoulder. That's it. Other hand right back to the hip here. Sitting on the side of the hip. Cool. Good, guys. Now we're just going to play with different heights of the punches. So I want to see, instead of punching shoulder height, now punch the height of your eyes. This is a high punch. Make sure you're punching to the center line of your body, not punching out here. Punching right in line with the center, in line with your nose. And keep those shoulders nice and straight. It's good. Keep those shoulders straight, Alex S. Now trying the tummy button height. Try the height of your tummy button. It's a low punch. Tiffany, your eyes are not that high. That's it. Good, Julian. Try and keep those shoulders straight. Good, Alex. Keep it up. Good, Toby B. Good, and come on. Okay, so that's our parallel stance punch. Okay, it's one of the first movements that you have to be able to do for a white belt. Parallel stance punch, high, middle, and low. Okay, now from here, let's get our legs busy. Keep getting people that I've got to add into the screen and looking at chat. So from here, everybody put your left leg back. Well, actually, first, before we do this, a little bit of practice in our walking stance. Remember, our walking stance is a big, strong stance. My back leg is locked nice and straight, and my front leg is bent a little bit. I'm a shoulder width wide, so I've got train tracks for my feet. When I punch, my hips and shoulders are nice and straight, just like they were in parallel stance punch. When I block, they can be angled a little bit, but we don't have to worry about that. So from here, I want you to go, we spring the knees, down, up, down into the stance. Go, and then come back. Down, up, down. And come back. Down, up, down. And come back. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. Nice big stances. It's good. Okay, this is good inside you. It's a very solid stance. Strong and solid base. Good. Okay. Now let's work on those feet. From here, we're going to put the right leg back, cross our both hands in front of us, and block out to the side. This is a walking ready stance. From here, go. Everybody show me walking ready stance. Now the first kick that we have to do at your level is a front rising kick. Come on, Toby B, I want to see your kicks. From here, front rising kick, your leg is straight and you lift it up as high as you can. And then cross in front of your chest and step back into walking ready stance again. Try and keep your body upright, don't lean your body. Go. That's it. Just with the right leg, let's do 10. Go. Don't rush. Stay in time with me. After you kick, get your balance. And bottle. Now the other leg back. Okay, let's see the other leg. 10 front rising kicks. Go. Come on, Toby B. You don't get better typing. Good. So that's front rising kick. Lifting the leg nice and high, pulling the toes out of the way so I can block with the ball of the foot. That's front rising kick. Okay, now let's do front snap kick. We've all done this lots before. Knee comes up nice and high. We smash out, snap back, then do our sine wave and block. So let's do 10 of those with the right leg. Go. Strong block in between. Don't kick too high. We can change legs. Do 10 with the other leg. No kicking higher than where your arms bend, your solar plexus. Don't kick higher than that. Go, 10 kicks. Come on, Ryan, let's see that snapping leg. Lift the knee. And barrel. When you're done. We're going to do 2 more little drills, then we'll have a drinks break. The first one, working back on that walking stance, we're going to step forward and punch, and then step back and do a low block. Step forward and punch, crossing on top, do your low block. In time with me, go. Low block, step back, punch, step forward. Back, low block, punch, forward. Nice strong walking stances. Make sure when you punch, your shoulders are nice and straight. Nice and straight with the shoulders. Punch to the middle. Front hand does the punch, and the front hand does the block. 1, 2. So we change hands. One hand punches, the other hand blocks. Tavisha, try and punch in the middle of your body rather than out to the side. That's better. Good, Luke. That's it, Yasmin. Just try and punch to the middle of your body though, Yasmin. In line with the middle of your body. The center. And barrel. Okay, now let's do the other side. So the other hand and foot are going to move. So punching with this hand and step back and block. Go. 1, 2. So doing the other side now. Remember, punches don't cross. The block crosses. So when I punch, I lift my block up and then pull the other hand back to the hip. And come on. Good, okay, we're going to do one different exercise like that. Tiffany, this time, you and Toby are going to do different movements from everybody else. Okay, when you step back, Tiffany, you're going through your knife hand low block. When you step forward, straight fingertip thrust. Knife hand low block, straight fingertip thrust. Toby, when you step backward, you're going to do knife hand high side block. And then when you step, this is Toby T, not Toby B. Toby T, knife hand high side block. And when you step forward, double forearm block. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yellow belts. Max, that'll include you. Okay, what you're going to do, Max, you're going to do chukyumaki. And then from here, you're going to do, what else did I have for you? Oh. We'll have chukyumaki and then flat fingertip thrust. Chukyumaki, flat fingertip thrust. All white belts. So, we've got knife hand low block, cross underneath inner forearm middle block. So white belts with me now, go. Knife hand low block, inner forearm middle block. Cross underneath for your middle block, cross on top for your low block. If you find this a little bit confusing, new people, then you can stick with the punch and low block we just did. Knife hand low block, inner forearm middle block. I'm going to do it this way so you can see the heights of my techniques. I've got a low camera angle, so it's a bit misleading. Good, and come on. Now we'll do the other side. Same movement, other side. 1, 2, go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good, remember to move the feet too, Tyler. Step back into your low block, forward into your middle block. Back, low block. Step back and forward, Alex S. Good, Luke. Luke, your middle block is over here too high. Okay, make sure your middle block finishes down here, Luke. That's it. In line with your shoulder. The height of your shoulder. And come on. Okay, grab a drink. Okay. Now it's time to get you moving. And I have a noodle. So, watching carefully. My little guys have done this, so I know you can handle it. From here, 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. Backhand up, guard your brain. Little bounces. So everyone's sideways like this, doing little bounces. That's it. Now when I go swish, you're going to duck down and jump back up again. Duck down and come back up. So you're going to duck my swish. If I go sweep, you've got to jump over it and then keep bouncing. So you're going to lift your knees up and then keep bouncing. Okay? So everyone side on, bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Ready? Sideways, not like this. Not front ways because your target's too big. Small target, sideways. Swish. That's it. Drop down and come back up. Swish. Down and up, that's it. Sweep, jump. Sweep. Good, side on. Some of you are still like this. Sideways. Guard your brain with your backhand. Sweep. Good. Swish. 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 Good. Okay, pause for a moment. When you duck the swish, don't duck like this. This gets you a kick in the face. Duck like this. Bend your knees down and then come back up again. Duck down, come back up. So bend your knees. Don't lean over. Ready? Bouncing, bouncing. Sideways. When I say switch, change legs. Okay, ready? Switch. Swish. I'll say change instead, so it sounds different from swish. Swish. Sweep. Change. Swish. Swish. Sweep. Swish. Sweep. Change. Good, okay. Next thing I'm going to add for you. When I say poke, I'm either going to poke over this side of the screen or I'm going to poke over this side, okay? Now what you've got to do is move away from the poke. So if I poke on this side of the screen, you'll go 1, 2, and stay sideways. If I poke on this side of the screen, you'll go 1, 2, coming away from the poke, okay? So ready, ready, change. Sideways, change. Swish. Poke. 1, 2, sideways. There we go. And come back. Poke. 1, 2 this way. And come back. Sweep. Change. Make sure you lift your knees off the ground when I sweep. Sweep. Lift your knees up. If you jump like this, I'll still sweep your feet out. You got to lift them up. Sweep. Poke. 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 Make sure you go away from the noodle. Swish. Change. Sweep. Sweep. Poke. Swish. Swish. Poke. Poke. Sweep. Poke. Swish. Good. Okay, and come on. Now the next thing we're going to work on is a little bit of blocking. So everyone come a little bit closer to the screen so you can see. Stand side on like we were before, just like we were before. Now from here, our blocks, we're just going to do them together. So come so you can see, and you can be standing up nice and close like this. We've got 1. Look at the little movement I did with my hand. 1. That's it. Let's go. 1. Show me 1. And we're going to do the same on the other side. 2. 2. Just a little movement. Now 3 is a bit bigger. Drop down, come up. Like our low block. 3. But come straight back up to your brain. 3. And 4. And back up to your brain. 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. Now it's very important when we do these blocks, we don't block too big. So I don't want to go 1 like this, because there's nothing to block up above my head, and there's a whole lot of important stuff to protect here. So just nice and close to my brain. 1. Go. 1. 1. Same thing with 2. 2. 2. 2. Now 3. Down and straight back up. 3. 3. And 4. 4. Good. Okay, everyone on your feet. Ready. Sideways, bouncing. Nice and light bouncing. And now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ready? Everyone ready? Get your guard up, guard your brain. 1, show me your 1. Okay, and back, straight back to guard. 2, show me 2. 3, show me 3. Down and up, straight back up to guard. 4, straight back up to guard your brain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and up for 4, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to change the order. So make sure you're watching the noodle and you block the noodle. Get ready. Change. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 4, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3. That's it, watching the noodle. 4, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3. Good. Okay, now I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to use the noodle. So we have to make sure that we're watching and doing it from what you see. Change. Ready. Blocking. Come on, Taisha, get in there and block the noodle. Change legs with me. Good. And come on. Okay. So, basic blocks when you're sparring. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing that might happen is they might come straight into your center. If it's low, you can use 3 or 4 to block it. But if it's around the middle, then you just come in this way to block. Okay, nice and easy. Again, be very careful that we don't block too much. Yes, Peter Sonny. Christian.
I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, you were supposed to be blocking the noodle. We're going to do a different exercise now, though, so don't worry too much about that. So everybody, for the next exercise, if you have someone training with you, you can do it with your partner. But most of us, we're going to get a chair. Go and grab a chair. There you go. Go, Alex, go and get a chair. Or something that resembles a chair. Thanks to Mum and Dad for helping us if they helped us get a chair. No, it's not for sitting on, Alex X. Yes, get your bottom off the chair. Okay. Just waiting for a couple more people to come back with their chair, then we can get started. Okay. Luke, make sure you say thanks to Dad. Thank you, Dad, for getting me a chair. And here comes Jax. Good. I think that's almost everyone. Julian, I can't see you hiding behind your chair. Stand up nice and tall for me. Okay, so our chair is our imaginary opponent for free sparring. We're going to use our footwork to move around the chair, and we're going to imagine that our chair is attacking us, and we're going to go block, 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 and move around, maintaining that nice stance. I might get some space, then come in, block, 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 cover up, moving my feet around my chair. Go. Make sure you maintain a good stance. Stay sideways, always sideways to your chair. Don't go facing the chair. Sideways to the chair. Oh, Rowan, you got Dad. He's awesome help. So stay sideways. When you move around, make sure you're always sideways to your chair. Always sideways to the chair. Jax, be careful not to go front ways. Okay, and come on, stop for a moment. 1 second, Julian. I'll just describe something to everyone and then I'll ask you for your question. Okay, so I want you to stay sideways to your chair and be careful that you don't come forwards like this. If I'm front ways to my chair can kick me because I have a big open space. So I want small space. Even when I move around my chair, I'm still sideways to my chair all the time. Julian, you have a question? Oh, I can't hear you, Julian. Yeah, you're unmuted. There's something else in your sound settings, Julian. You might need to type your question into chat. There's something else with your sound settings. Everybody else moving around. I'll wait for Julian's question. Everyone moving around your chair, change your stances. Moving around, move around. I will wait for Julian's question. Sideways to your chair. Okay, and pause for a moment. I'm going to add 2 more little points. 2 little points. First one, when we move, remember to keep your stance. Okay, so if I'm moving forwards, I push forwards. I push backwards. But I don't want to do this. Okay, I don't want to set my feet together. Similarly, when I go sideways, I don't want to cross my feet like this and just walk. Okay, I want to be bouncing. Okay, so little bounces when I move. Little open and close, open, close. Don't cross your feet. That's the first thing. The second thing, as well as blocking your chair's imaginary attacks, I now every so often want you throwing your punches. Move around, block, punch, punch. Okay, so move around, block and punch. Yes, Julian, yes, you're moving around while switching around. That's right. Yes, Luke, there are lots of things like this. There are lots of different exercises we could do. We're not doing them all today. We're going to do a couple. So now moving around, punch, punch, move, 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 punch, punch, block, block, punch, punch, move, move, get some space, move in and punch, move out again, block, move in and punch, block, punch, block, punch. Moving around nice and lightly. Jack's not walking around. We're going to bounce around. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Nice and light. Okay, and come on. Last element we're going to add for today. Remember, not facing your opponent like this, not this way, always sideways. The other thing you can add, as well as your punches, you can also add your side kick, your yop chagi. Remember that this is a straight piercing kick. It's not a flicky kick. I've got a stamp. It's a stamping motion. Okay? Stamp. So now moving around your chair, blocking, punching, and yop chagi. Don't hit your chair. Go. Move around, block, punch. Rowan, stay side on to Dad. Stay sideways. Sideways, sideways. Sideways to your chair, Luke. Sideways, that's it. Punch, punch. Now throw your yop chagi, Luke. Yop chagi over your chair. Toby and Tiffany, Toby and Tiffany, Toby T and Tiffany, you can mix it up with different kicks. Yellow belts, Alex S, mix it up. Use some different kicks. You've got your turning kicks, side kicks, back kicks. Everyone else, I want punches and side kicks. Moving around. Use your front leg for your side kicks, Alex. That's it, so you can stay side on. Moving around. Alex S, keep your hands up. Guard your brain. Come on, Tavisha. Want to see you move around. Max, throw different techniques, but make sure you stay side on. You got your turning kicks, Max, your back kick. All sorts of different kicks you can use. Stay side on. Lead with your side kick, follow up with your other kicks. Come on, Toby B, I want to see you moving around. Move around the chair. Don't touch the chair. Don't touch it. It's an imaginary opponent. So we don't touch it. Move around and miss it with your movements. And come on. Okay, if you're working with mum or dad, give them a little bow and say thank you. Put your chair away. Alex S, if you've got a question, please ask it now. You'll have to unmute yourself, Alex S.
No, I don't have a question.
No question. Oh, sorry, we've got two Alex S's. Other Alex S, sorry, Alex S. We've got two of them. But I'm not using family names because I'm recording. So Alex S, the beginner white belt, not Alex S, the yellow belt.
No, I don't have a question.
Oh, you don't need your hand up. Okay. Has everyone grabbed a little drink? Grab a little drink. My cunning plan of referring to people by their first name and their last initial hasn't worked because I've got two people in this class with the same name and initial. We've got Alexander S and Alex S. Does that work, Alexander X? S? Ah, cool. Okay, let's finish off with something that's a little bit of fun. Some fun kicking. Now, in our little space, we've got to be a little bit careful. We're going to try something that might push the limits of our space, but we'll see how we go. So, first up, one leg forward, one leg backward. Go. Everybody, one leg forward, one leg backward. And I want you to put your favorite leg at the front. Put your favorite leg at the front. Now watch. I'm going to take a step forward, spinning to my back. And then I'm going to keep spinning the same way and do my dodo chagi. So I spin towards my back, and then keep spinning and do my dodo chagi with what used to be my front leg. Okay? So if this is my right leg in the front, I'm kicking with my right leg. Step, kick. Cool. Now watch for a moment. Pause. Pause and watch for a moment. A few of you are doing your first step to the front. Okay, to the front. That makes it pretty tricky. I want to do my first step spinning backwards. Back. And then dodo chagi. Okay, so this is my back over here. So I'm spinning towards my back. And then doing dodo chagi. And then if you get comfortable, you can do it a bit faster. If you've got a good solid floor and a bit of space, you can do it flying. I've got a very soft wooden floor and it's upstairs, so I won't do too much flying here. Okay? 1, 2. A little bit of fun. Come on, Luke Smith. Show me, show me, show me. It's a spinning, turning kick. Sometimes our athletes call us a tornado kick because it looks a bit like a tornado. Oh, Tyler, nice. Try your other leg. Try the other leg. 1, 2. Just start with stepping. 1, 2. Ron, let Dad help you determine which way to spin. Dad will help you figure it out. 1, 2. Come on, Toby B, show me what you got. Okay, cool. All right, some of you have got it. Some of you are turning your body the wrong way. Okay, come on. Let's do the next one. Now this time, I'm going to spin backwards and use my back leg to kick. Reverse turning kick. Okay, so I'm spinning towards my back and I'm using my heel. My back heel. Try that. Spin, kick. Spin, kick. Because spinning kicks are cool. If you're feeling really confident, you can do that flying in the air. If you've got space. Julian, do you have a question?
Yeah.
Tyler, I can hear you. If you've got a question, you can just ask it.
What do we do?
Watch, Tyler. What you were doing before, you were doing it. Copy me.
Do you turn backward or forward?
Forward. Moving forward, kicking with your back heel. Julian, Christian. You're typing yours, are you? Oh, of course, your audio wasn't working. Don't worry about what other people are doing, Julian. You just do yours. Okay, now we're going to get silly on it. Max, this one's for you. Alexander S, this is for you. From here, I'm going to do my reverse turning kick and then step forward and do my turning kick. Okay, 1, 2, go. Spin and do some kicks, guys. If you're a little bit stuck, just spin and kick. Have some fun. Spin, kick, spin, kick. Show me your coolest spinning kick. Yes, Peter Sonny. Show me your coolest spinning kick. Make sure you're guarding your brain. Get those hands up. Guard your brain.
I'm a little feeling a little dizzy.
Okay, the rule for when you get dizzy, Peter Sonny, is change legs and spin the other way and undo all the dizzy. Try that. Make sure you try on both sides, guys. Good, and come on. Okay, that's good, guys. Come in, take a seat. Now, I just want to talk you through a little bit of the self-defense theory that we do in class for a reminder for many of you, but also really important to practice. Okay, so come down in front of the camera. Self-defense that we're doing now, a lot of what we do in class is suitable for you to use at home. If one of your brothers or sisters is being a little bit annoying, it's suitable for you to use at school. Okay, this is the sort of stuff you can use anytime. So if somebody's really being annoying or mean to you, remember we step back, we put up our hands, and we can say, stop it, I don't like it. Or back off, leave me alone, in a good strong voice. Now a strong voice doesn't mean screaming. It just means it sounds loud because it comes from your tummy. Stop it, I don't like it. Nice and clear. Okay, so I want everyone to try that. Step back, get your hands up, stop it, I don't like it. Or back off, leave me alone. Go, try it. Try it a few times. Good, Julian. Good, Tyler, you know this stuff. Good, Tavisha. Good. And come on, come in and sit down for a moment again. Remember when you do this, you always step back. Always step back to create space away from the person that's being mean to you. Okay, so always step back and create space. If you don't create space, then you'll accidentally push the other person and you'll get in trouble. Also remember when I have my hands up, it's not like my guarding block. Don't do this because this looks like I want to fight. And the key thing we want to do with this is not fight. We don't want to get into fights because that gets us in trouble and it might get someone hurt. So our hands are open like this. Stop it. I don't like it. Okay. Now, if someone's being mean to you at school or at home, after you say stop it, I don't like it, you go and ask for help. Okay. If you're at school, you go and ask a teacher. If you're at home, you ask mum and dad. This is a way to keep safe and not get in trouble. Okay, because if your brother or sister is being mean, being annoying, and you hit them, they run crying to mum or dad, and you get in trouble. Same thing at school. You hit someone at school, they run crying to the teacher, and you get in trouble. So this is about making sure that you don't get in trouble, but you also keep safe. Okay, so step back, hands up, stop it, I don't like it, in a strong voice. Now, if somebody says something like that to you, it might be that you didn't realize you were being annoying, that the other person found it mean. So if someone says to you, stop it, I don't like it, it's really important that you stop what you're doing straight away, step back and get your hands up and say, I'm sorry. Okay, and that's the end of it. Then you can get together and continue to have fun. So if anybody ever says stop it to you, whatever you're doing, you stop immediately, you make some space, put up your hands and say, I'm sorry. Okay, so everyone try that. Everyone try, I'm sorry, go, show me. I'm sorry. Okay, so just relaxed. Good. Okay, now that's something that you can use at school and you can use at home. Okay, the physical stuff is a little bit different, but this always is very important. Toby B, question. No? Okay. Cool. Okay. Remember about your homework. You've all got your book. This is actually technically the week after our assessment week. So next week, if we get back into the gym, next week's pre-grading. It's come up that quickly. Okay, so make sure you have completed the appropriate page from your book. So whenever we get back into the dojo, you can straight away show the instructor that you have completed it. Okay, so everyone should have done that. Yellow belts and above, of course, you have a different book. So your homework is to learn your theory. Okay, very important for yellow belts and above to make sure that you know everything on your pages. Okay, your theory and your practical. Also, remember, you're back at school now, which is awesome. Mum and dad are very possibly still working from home and still finding things a little bit difficult. Remember to help mum and dad at home. Okay, make sure your room is tidy. Make sure you've done all of your chores and ask whether you can help. Okay, ask how you can help. Mum, Dad, what can I do to help before you get free time? Okay, and if you've had some free time, stop, go and ask mum and dad, what can I do to help? Okay, that'll just do so much to make mum and dad's life easier. And remember that mum and dad do so much for you. Okay, there's so much that mum and dad do for you. So it's really, really important that you help out a little bit. Okay. Quick refresher, everyone on your feet. We're going to go through very quickly everything we've done today. Show me to the up. Heels together, toes a little bit apart, and then we bow. 1, 2, 3, kill me. Little bow. Then we did parallel ready stance. Okay, then we did parallel stance punch. Go. Good. Then we did high punch. Go, high punch. And low punch. Good. Then we did walking stance. Show me walking stance. Good. Then we did front rising kick. Everyone show me front rising kick. And then walking ready stance. And front snap kick. Show me front snap kick. Good. Then we did footwork for moving. We did ducking. We did jumping. We did moving left and moving right. Then we moved around our chair. We did some punching and some kicks. Okay, so we've done a lot of stuff today. And then we finished off with a little bit of stop it, I don't like it. So lots of stuff covered today. Remember, you've also got your training notebook, red and white book. That's a book you can use to write your own notes. Okay, draw pictures of what you learn, write notes so that you can remember things when you come to pre-graded. Thank you, everybody. It's been great having you in class. On your feet, sit up. Remember, we've got children's classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 5. Sorry, question from someone? Ron, have you got a question? Okay. Sit up. Kill me. Take a walk. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow or Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Question.
Yes, far away.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Good. Oh,
We'll get from Korea to
Bye.
New Zealand.
good question, Yasmin. How did Taekwondo get from Korea to New Zealand? That's a really good question. So the founder of Taekwondo was a man named General Che, and he had a bunch of his students go all around different parts of the world. Taekwondo came into New Zealand from two major routes. One of those people was in Malaysia, teaching people in Malaysia, and there was people in Singapore teaching Taekwondo. We had two of our key people. One was a Malaysian man who came to New Zealand and opened his own club. And the other one was a New Zealand man who was working in the military in Singapore, and he learned Taekwondo there, and he came back and opened a club here. So that were the two ways that Taekwondo came to New Zealand. And that was around 1970. So 50 years ago. Cool question. Thank you, Yasmin. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.